Another Lost Gravity Falls episode concept is here, and it definitely wasn't what I was expecting. Gravity Falls creative director Michael Rianda has been giving some top quality content. He came across a lot of lost stories from the show, sharing behind the scenes on things that the public never knew until now. There's too much information to go over right now, but for this video, there's one thing worth focusing on: the creepypasta episode. If you know the internet, you know creepypastas. It's a type of horror story written by random people online. Some of them are incredible and feel like they could be real, while others are not taken as seriously. But despite the mixed reactions to them, creepypastas can still be fun reads. Now let's think about Gravity Falls. It's a show with the supernatural at every turn. You don't know what you'll encounter next, which means it's the ideal setting for a creepypasta kind of story. Michael gave us an outline of how a special episode like this one would have played out. It may never have appeared in the final show, but it's still cool to see what could have been. I found a lost Gravity Falls creepypasta episode. Since y'all liked that bloody Dipper time travel opening, this one involves horror movies and literally going to the morgue to visit Toby Determined's corpse. It's sloppy and full of cuss words. Enjoy! Episode 2, The Watcher. I love the pieces for this one, but don't quite have a character arc to attach to them yet. Cold open. The family is at a movie theater watching a stupid horror movie. Dipper and Stan are making fun of the previews together. Shitty movie trailer parodies. Pitch Pixar parody Stag Beetle movie Going Stag, about a stag beetle that wants to play in the human NBA. Stag Beetle dead. You'll play stag ball like the rest of us. I'm not like you, Dad. I want to join the human NBA like Tracy McGrady. Guest starring Tracy McGrady. This is insane. Also, we need to fully CG animate it. Then they see the horror movie and it's legitimately terrifying. Everyone leaves once they think it's over. Some minor characters stays to watch the credits. Toby? There's a post-credit scene and they see on screen a horrifying wraith with glowing red eyes that watches you from in the screen. It's the Watcher and it's scary as not Disney Channel scary, like the Shining Dog costume scary. He looks terrified and looks at his hand, and there are 5 hash marks burned into it. The Watcher says, "You have 5 days." Ominous sting. Act 1. They are all excited about horror movies. They try to make one themselves. The first act is a fun montage of all the characters having fun making the film. Waddles has googly eyes glued all over his body as their friendly alien sidekick, Gleepclop. Anyway, Mabel wants it to be a comedy and Dipper wants it to be serious and scary. Soos is pushing for a shot-for-shot remake of the 1983 classic Santa Claus Goes to Venus. Wendy keeps pushing for a scene where people are projectile vomiting. They are all having fun. You establish Dipper refusing to put the camera down and interacting with life. He is just documenting. He needs control too bad. In the background, we cut to Toby from the cold open, and each day that passes, one of the hash marks disappears. Until finally, it gets down to 1 and then 0. And when it reaches 0, he drops dead. Like, for real. People call the cops and pick up his body and stuff. Toby is legit donezo. Then the kids, Soos and Wendy, are watching their homemade horror movie and laughing and eating popcorn. Then they see the Watcher in their own movie. It's terrifying. They're all freaked out and like, what was that? Then they all look at their hands and they have the hash marks on their palms. They're next. Act 2. Soos knows the legend. He tells everyone if we don't find the Watcher and destroy him before the 5 days are up, they're all doomed. You have to catch him by walking around looking for him with your camera. Soos keeps thinking Toby won't really be dead. It's a fake out just like in one of those movies, dude. Smash cut to them in the morgue. Soos: I really have egg on my face on this one. He's dead as hell, dude. In the morgue, they sense the Watcher's presence. The lights go out. It's terrifying. They find him in the camera. Because Dipper won't let go of control of the camera, they all get sucked into this portal the Watcher goes into. In the portal is just static that becomes this super creepy horror movie hallway with no escape, and from the ground rises up the Watcher. Soos: I think we might have made a giant mistake here, dude. Act 3. The third act is this comedy horror set piece of everyone running away from the Watcher. They run through the halls, and the halls are each different horror movies that the Watcher occupies, like Creepy Shining Twins, and The Ring like Spooky Ghost Little Girl, and Jason-type chainsaw-wielding maniac, etc. Eventually, the thing that defeats the Watcher is the same thing that defeated the monster in the movie they made together. Dipper has to finally put the camera down and cede control to the group to get it done. He learns a lesson about control. Everyone wins, except Toby, who remains dead as Well, that was a wild ride. Now attached to the story is this reference image from a 2010 movie, which sorta resembles what the Watcher would look like. All things considered, I think an idea like this actually could have worked. There would need to be a few changes to be allowed on Disney Channel, but for the most part, it's as entertaining as any other storyline. Even though some of this is clearly meant to be a joke, the concept behind the Watcher feels like it would fit right into Gravity Falls. As for the final show, I feel like the closest we've gotten to a creepypasta-like creature is the Hide Behind, who hides from everyone and only comes out when they're not looking. Yeah, it was a good idea, but I don't know. The Watcher probably would have been more fun. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.